Alright, hello everyone. I was trying to stream this earlier, but it was brought to my attention that my mic was not plugged in at the time. So hopefully, anyone who's here can hear me, and we can have a better stream as I talk to you about the Phioma. This creature in front of me is like a cross between a miniature elephant and a pig. I'll be going over its uses, how to tame it, where to find it, um, just generally anything about it. So it is a herbivore, but with the dodo eggs that I had previously shown in my dodo stream, I had enough to where I could make some basic kibble. And this will give us the maximum level of whatever we find by using the kibble as opposed to just regular berries. So let's get this started. We're gonna do this tame on foot because the Phioma is a starter tame. And hopefully we have better luck this time around because we got off to a rocky start once again. But it is daylight now, so that's gonna definitely start this tame off easier. Now Phiomas, they spawn in the jungles, they spawn on the beaches, but they're most common in the swamps. Unfortunately, the swamps are very dangerous for any player that is on foot. Almost anything that spawns in the swamp will aggro to you. It's got sarcos, which are large crocodiles. Capro, which are smaller crocodiles. They can actually grab you in their jaws and take you deeper into the water. There are piranha, leeches, baryonyx. I think the most dangerous one is the titan boas, even though you would think that because it's a boa, it's a constrictor, but it actually has some very potent venom, and one or two bites can knock you out and you're a sitting duck, and at that point it'll just keep attacking you. And no matter how much health you have, you'll just sit there as it'll devour you because you'll never wake up. Alright, even though it is daytime, can't seem to find a Phioma right away. Oh, there's one in the distance. That's a level 10. We kind of want to find something that's level 50 or higher. And there's another one. $15. We're getting closer to the swamp, but these are where the Phioma are most common. What level are you? Level 2. Is that the same one? So that one was 15, that was 10. 15, 10. So there are two level 10s and a level 15. Now this dinosaur right here, the Therizinosaur, Therizino, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, but this will aggro on the player, even though it is an herbivore, it will aggro on the player, and its talons will just shred me. So I have to stay clear of it, because on foot I don't stand a chance. So if we can't find any Phioma around the area, I might just have to settle for one of the low level ones. It's not a good combat mount at all. it can fight, but doesn't do a lot of damage. Its area of attack is generally small, easily blindsided. I have to be really careful now because we're in the swamp. I just saw a gator. There's actually quite a few there. They are really fast in the water. So I'll go this way. Mangrove, dinner shallow. Oh, never mind. I think I saw a snake. Yep, that's a snake. If he bites me, it's GG. I'm gonna try to kill it then. Spear will keep us out of striking distance. Ooh, there's the gator. Oh god. Yeah, we can't do this. Hey, Ice. Alright, I think the gator's aggroed onto something else now. Let's try to see if we can find a higher level Phioma. Yes, very scary, Ice. The swamps are definitely, I would have to say, most of the hardest areas are caves, but to me, I think the swamps are the scariest. But ironically, I love swamps. I love gators and snakes and stuff in real life, so. So I'm going to try to find a way around. Hopefully we can find a higher level Phioma. That's right, Ice. King Swamp. Unfortunately, since I'm playing online, somebody has built their base. And they've built this massive gate system. So I'm not going to be able to walk directly across. So I'm going to have to go further inland and upwards. That's the downside sometimes to playing online. Some players, whether intentional or unintentional, can block off certain paths. But maybe it'll work in our favor and we'll actually find a higher level Phioma. I'm getting hungry from that running. So I gotta eat some berries. Yeah, this person has a big old base. Oh, that's a Carno and he saw me. Oh gosh. Did I lose him? No! Alright. I don't think he saw me that time. Good thing it was daylight, because if it was night out, I probably would have walked right into that Carno. Oh yes, so this little bird, it's called a featherlight. It's a chibi pet. Chibis in this game are mostly for cosmetics. There are chibi versions of almost every dino in the game, and there are holiday versions. So this one has a little Santa hat. In addition, the chibis themselves have experience, and they level up when you kill alpha dinosaurs. And every time they do level up, it'll also give your player a level up. But you could only do that 5 times. We haven't seen any alpha dinosaurs yet on the stream, but they'll be marked with like a red bloody mist around their body. Here, piggy piggy. Wonder if the Carno's been eating them. Another reason why we can't find any. Anytime you go through the water, you have to be wary of piranha, especially on the island. Beach is desolate. Can't believe I have to go this far for Phioma. I should have probably just stuck with the weak ones. Somebody made this bridge. Well, that's a good thing. It's raining. That bird just caught a fish. Those birds will also, if we get too close, will attack me and it'll take items from my inventory. They're very annoying. Alright, I see a Phioma. Please be higher than level 20, that's all I ask. Level 90, awesome. Alright, so once they become attacked, they'll start running. So we want to craft a bola to keep them in place. Craft a bola, look at the crafting tab. It's highlighted, so I already have all the correct ingredients for it. And it's already on my hot bar, so I can just equip it. Hold it down and then throw it at the pig. Now that he's caught, I'm gonna trank him. Headshots will do more damage, and more damage also means more torpor will be inflicted on it. Alright, he's knocked out. Gotta make sure the surrounding area is clear of any predators, because while it's unconscious, the predators will scavenge on its body or attack me in the process. If it takes any damage while it's passed out, it'll actually lose level experience. Lagged out for a bit. There we go. Yep, the crafting's definitely quicker than in like an Animal Crossing. Alright, so we'll put the kibble in its inventory. It looks like I'm gonna need a little bit more berries because I didn't bring enough kibble. The higher the level of the dinosaur, the more food it's gonna require to eat. I had some more kibble earlier, but I didn't have my mic plugged in, and I streamed for 30 minutes, and well, we see how that worked. So I had to redo the stream. We got a fog bank rolling in, so can't really see too far out. Put some berries in its inventory. I pretty much just have to... Oh no, where'd that snake come from? Oh, he bit me. Passed out. Bit me like twice. So I lost some levels because taming effectiveness would have been 100%. Now it's down to 65 because the snake attacked. Oh, and there I go, I'm passed out. Well, the snake's dead, so hopefully nothing else comes across us. I'll wake up in a minute. I don't know where that snake came from. It just like appeared right in front of us. That's the one thing about the Titan boas. They don't make any sounds when they're moving. The only cue that you know they're around is their hiss. But the Phioma's almost ready to be tamed. I'll harvest the snake for hide, because we'll need the hide for a saddle. There's an offline player here. If I wanted to, I could drag his body into the water to drown him, and then I'd be able to collect his inventory. But we're not going to do that. But if I did not kill that snake would have eventually aggroed onto his sleeping body, and he would have been eaten and killed offline. So it's always good to log off inside your base, especially if you have a bed. Log off in your bed. If you're in a bed, other players won't be able to pull you out. Ice Queen, are you still in the chat? Alright, so this Phioma is going to be a girl. It's a cross between a pig and an elephant. Would you like to give it a nickname? Yes. Yeah, the color combinations for the dinos in this game can be in the thousands, because each dinosaur has 3 to 5 color regions, and there's about 90 colors from the color palette in the game. So any combination of those. Now, some of those are more common. Some of those only appear during holiday events. Those would be almost the equivalent of like a shiny Pokemon. You're good, Ice. While we wait for a name, I can go ahead and craft the saddle. Right here, Phioma saddle. Alright, we'll name her Tia. Go to options, change name. And we have Tia. We'll go ahead and put the saddle in her inventory, and it goes automatically on her back. Health is decent, stamina is decent, oxygen's good. Way more melee damage than the one we previously tamed. So yeah, this Phioma I think is strictly better than the one from the prior stream. So maybe it's a good thing all this happened. Now we gotta make the journey back home, and it's getting dark. So Tia will prove her worth. No problem, Ice. Animal Crossing is a good game. And technically we are on an island. See if I can throw away some junk. It's holding us down. I need these berries for a demonstration. Alright, so almost everything we went through to find this Phioma, we gotta work our way back so we can go back home. I know we passed the Carno. I don't think the Phioma will be able to beat the Carno. As I said before, the Phioma's combat is terrible. The Phioma is pretty much a beginner tame, as we saw how easy it was to knock out. And it's nighttime. I built my base near the big red tower. They're called obelisks, because generally at nighttime this area of the map still gets lit up by the obelisk. So there are some areas on the map, like if I were to go into the jungle to the side of me, it would have been pitch black. I wouldn't be able to see without a torch. I know my feather light chibi right here gives me a minimal amount of light. But definitely not enough to where I could see in front of me. So as we can see, the Phioma movement speed is pretty much the same as a player movement speed. But one benefit of me riding it is I'm not using stamina to run. So it gives me a break from running. Even though the Phioma is a herbivore, you can't manually have it eat berries from bushes like you can with the other herbivores. I don't know if that was intended by Wildcard, the developers of the game. I really think it should be patched to where it can. But what it can harvest is from trees. It could get thatch and wood. But it's probably one of the worst harvesters of trees. So many, I think almost half the roster of dinos who can harvest from trees can get you way more thatch and wood. I think the player using a pickaxe or an axe can harvest more thatch and wood than the Phioma can. The only upside is you're not spending any stamina yourself. Yes, Queen. Yeah, light pollution is a thing. I know when I went camping last year at the Dry Tortugas, where there's no industrial lighting whatsoever, you could see the sky clear as dark. The ocean was dark, but you could still make out like the sharks and stuff in the water. It was definitely a surreal experience. The Phioma's travel speed in the water is faster than if I were to swim on my own. So that's one advantage of having it as a mount. And go ahead and rest the Phioma on this rock. Let its stamina regain a little. I'll go ahead and throw away the thatch and the wood. I don't really need it for anything right now. I have plenty at the base. Oh yeah, you're in Alaska, so it's definitely, you can see that. I hope you're able to see that too, because I would imagine to be that an experience in itself. You know, Kristen and I, we will go out to Alaska one day. Excuse me. Alright, so I can either try to go through the dark jungle or try the water. Try the water since the Phioma is better at swimming than running. I do need to watch the stamina though. If the stamina runs out on the Phioma, it'll start to sink and I don't want it to drown. It's good to know, Ice. That'd be great. Definitely make some plan of it in the future. Ooh, okay, so these jellyfish, they're beautiful, but they are so deadly. If I would get too close to it, it would do like a shocking AoE, which paralyzes whatever you're riding. It would knock me off of the dino, and I would pretty much just watch as my dino gets electrocuted to death, because those jellyfish do generate electricity. They're like tentacool on speed. Almost home. All these glowing columns in the sky are supply drops. The white ones are common, and then green is uncommon. Blue is rare. And then I think purple comes next, super rare. Red, ultra rare, and yellow is legendary. You can get all kinds of things from the drops. You can get blueprints for better armor saddles, weapons, recipes, items like GPS, a compass, even though I find the compass in this game to be useless because you can just pull out a map and see where you are on the map. Excuse me. Alright, our Phioma has some one level up. I do want her to be a bit faster, so we'll go ahead and put one into speed. And it just makes us slightly faster. We can get home quicker. Alright, we're crossing a river. This could be dangerous because there are piranha, which just bit us. We're getting bit by piranha here. Can't see them because it's dark, but they're there. My Phioma's crying in pain. Alright. That good swim speed, we were able to get out of there without any major damage. Tia's okay. She might have some bite marks in her butt, but her thick hide did it. So Ice Queen, tomorrow I think I'm gonna do that the dodo survival thing with all the YouTube community that we know, as I bring them across that map. It's definitely gonna be interesting. It'll probably be around the same time I'm streaming this. Better put my torch on because I got some compies behind me. Now if the compies are by themselves, they're not going to attack, but they will follow the player. But once they get into a party of like 2 or 3, they will start to aggro. But they will follow, so if you like just let them constantly follow you, they'll eventually team up on you. So let's test out. Oh, they're already attacking me. We're gonna test out Tia's combat here. And the way the Phioma attacks, she kind of just wildly swings her neck around. She has 2 tusks on her, under her trunk. Alright, so we killed those Compi, no problem. But Compi are very weak to begin with. I would have been able to fend them off with my spear. Oh, no, 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 no. That's that theory with the long claws. Ice, you saw the newest Jurassic World, right? I don't know if anyone's seen it. I won't say it because spoilers, but that dino is in the game. Or in the movie. And does play a role at the end. I want to say that whoever was in charge of production of that movie probably was an ARC player, because those theories are, they're deadly. People call them tickle chickens or murder chickens because they're basically a giant bird. Alright, so we made it home. I got the rest of my guard dogs here, my Ghost Rex, Skeletal Wyvern. So let's go inside because I know I have it lit up. I know I have a bunch of turtles out and about because I'm raising baby turtles. Alright, let's go into the light. Where'd you go, Tia? There you are. Oh, Tia got stuck. Okay. Oh, I have aggro music, so something's aggroing on either one of my dinos or my base, because you know, my dinos are acting crazy. Looks like it was a Dillo. But my Ghost Rex, he's on neutral, so anytime something tries to attack, it'll automatically home in on the target and eat him. So he took care of it. So back to the task at hand. Yes, Ice, I agree. Alright, I gotta make sure my baby turtles are in this wide green circle. What's the reason why that green circle is there is because this giant platypus called a mawing, it acts as like a nanny. You can see it does have nipples on the side of its body that are spraying milk. So pretty much whatever food that the baby eats, I just put the food in the mawing, and then it'll pretty much broadcast that food within that green circle. So there's my one of the baby turtles. They'll eventually grow up into one of these. Alright, back to the Phioma. So the main use for the Phioma, if you're just starting out, it's the first dino that you're able to craft a saddle for. The saddle will give it armor, and it gives your character a break from running around because it can run around for you. It has moderate weight, so it's able to hold a fair amount of stuff, but it can be pretty slow once your inventory starts to fill up. The only other use for it is if you feed it stem berries. It will automatically poop, and it makes a lot of poop. And why is poop important? Well, you can use poop for fertilizer for crops. And this looks like a snowman made out of poop. So we'll go ahead and collect it. And you can use the poop to tame dung beetles. We already have a dung beetle tamed over here. If you put the poop in the dung beetle's inventory, as the dung beetle walks around, it'll convert the poop into this fertilizer here. And the fertilizer will yield you the most amount of crops. I gotta take more out. Alright, actually I can level up the weight so it can hold more poop. Hold my shit! There we go. And then in turn, I move the fertilizer to my crops. And crops are important because you can use them to craft more recipes, better kibble grades. Here we have citronal, which are basically lemons. Savor roots, which are potatoes. Rock carrots, which are carrots. And long grass, which is corn. So by putting more fertilizer into the soil, crops grow every certain time frame, they'll yield more. If I had glass surrounding these crops, it'll, I think, triple the amount of vegetables that'll grow. So yeah, Ice, you said the Rex looks cool. It's actually a skin that was available during the Halloween events. I also have one for my mantis, which I'll show you. Let's get him out of the green light. There we go. So yeah, they do look really cool in my opinion. So yeah, that's basically it for the Phioma. Other than being a starter mount and being a poop machine, to me it doesn't really have any other uses. Once you get out of the beginning stages, you'll be able to tame things that can harvest the trees for wood and thatch 10 times as better than these can. You'll have things that can carry more weight, things that'll do more damage, things will be better in combat. So other than being a poop machine, they don't have any other use to me. So if I have to grade it, I would give the Phioma an F because I generally don't really use it. I have so much fertilizer in my vaults that I've collected just because any dino poops around here. The Phioma is the only one that you can have it poop on command by feeding the stem berries. But as I said, I have so much fertilizer already that I don't really need to use them. But if I ever do run out, or if you're a player that hasn't built any crop system yet, taming a Phioma will be able to get you stocked up on fertilizer. And the level does not matter for that. The level only matters for stats if you're going to use it for combat, or if you want to use it as a pack mule, you'll want one with a good base weight. But other than that, as I said, generally useless. I'm not really a fan of Phioma. I think they're ugly. But that's that. That's everything about the Phioma. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Ice, thank you for joining as always. And if you have any questions about anything, any of the viewers, just leave a comment. And if you like what you see, if you're not already subscribed, like the video, hit that sub button. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Happy arcing.